Today we're joined by Andrew Liapis from PKF EisnerAmper. Now, in Jersey is where you're from.
That's right.
Here in Australia for around 4 months?
About 3 months, actually.
3 months. Doing a little bit of travel afterwards, I'm told.
A little bit of travel during the weekends that I can afford without missing any work, obviously.
So tell us, how did it all come about? What was the first, the starting point for you travelling from EisnerAmper down here to Australia and visiting PKF in Newcastle?
Well, it was really a program that PKF has established because my firm EisnerAmper were an independent member of PKF.
Yep.
And basically, since my firm EisnerAmper in the States and your firm here, we have different fiscal year ends for a lot of our clients. This is the busy time for you guys. Our busy time is about January through April.
Yep.
So basically it was natural to have some movement. I came over during your busy season to help out, and it's typically vice versa during our busy season.
Yeah, and we've been lucky enough to have a couple of our team members have travelled over,
Yep.
Been to New York and so on, visited the PKF firms over there. While you've been here, in terms of the work you do and the culture, is it much different or is it fairly similar?
I was actually concerned because when I came over, I had no, notions, no ideas of what it would be like, but it's extremely similar. I mean, the accounting software, it's different accounting standards, but they're very similar. It's been pretty much seamless.
Yeah.
Some of the client experiences, the mix of clients I've been on have been different, which has been a great experience for me, but it's really been very seamless in terms of the work, and the culture is very similar. I think PKF regularly have quarterly meetings to kind of merge and make sure that the services are similar in what we offer to our clients.
How do you find the Australian sense of humour and the way that we act socially out here? It is a little bit different, I must say. Have you found, is our sense of humour a little more blunt, could you say?
Maybe a little more blunt. I think definitely a bit more laid back. I know being in New York, New Jersey,
Yeah.
and it's a nice mix, but everyone's a bit more laid back and maybe you could say friendlier, which I think a lot of people would agree with me.
Maybe we should cut that bit out of the video.
Yeah.
No, of course. Yeah, we are fairly laid back. You had the chance to go down, or not only you've seen the beaches up around here, but you've also been down Sydney Harbour. You've seen the Opera House and some landmarks. So
yeah.
Got plenty of happy snaps, no doubt, and some enjoyable memories. What's been the highlight since you've been here?
I don't want to say the highlights leaving Newcastle, but Newcastle's been great. But in terms of touristy things I've done, the Opera House was amazing. I really couldn't get enough of it. It was great. Sydney was great. I have a trip to go to the Great Barrier Reef in the next couple of weeks.
Fantastic.
As a mini vacation, which is something that I'm really excited for.
Absolutely.
And I didn't realize the size of Australia until I booked my flight, and it's, be like a day drive or it's a couple-hour flight.
Well, I think the reality is in terms of the experience that you'll get through travelling over here and being sort of part of the firm, but also doing that touristy thing, is that probably half of the staff within our offices haven't actually been to the Great Barrier Reef either. So you're going to be experiencing something that a lot of us haven't. In terms of going back to your firm in New York and for other firms around the world, would you really recommend undertaking and sort of trying to become part of a secondment opportunity if it does arise?
Yeah, absolutely. Anyone who I work with at EisnerAmper, if they ask me about the experience and ask if I would recommend it, absolutely. Not just in terms of PKF Newcastle, which has been so welcoming and everyone has been so friendly and really helped me to get used to, the new standards and the new software, but just the experience of doing the secondment is unbelievable because you can experience a different culture, and personally and professionally, it's a great experience.
Fantastic. And just finally, of course, that one quintessential Australian question that we need to ask. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to talk to you about rugby league, but what about Vegemite? Has anyone actually got you into the Vegemite while you've been here?
Did someone tell you to ask that question?
They didn't actually, but it's just one of those things where Vegemite, everyone just thinks when you go to Australia it's the only thing that we have. But there is plenty of other great food, but have you tried it?
I did. I tried it very early. I actually bought a jar right when I got here.
Here's the question, has he finished the jar?
I haven't tried the jar. Someone offered it to me outside of my personal jar, and it's salty. So I had a bite. Yeah. I tried it. So I checked that off the list and on to better and bigger things, I guess.
So no doubt you've still got that jar. You can take that back home.
Oh
so,
yeah, I'll probably buy more.
In the lunchroom at EisnerAmper in Jersey, soon there's going to be a Vegemite coming to you.
Well, I can't share it. It's mine.
Andrew, been fantastic having you here in Newcastle. Thank you so much for coming over as part of the secondment. We've appreciated having you here to help our team, but hopefully you've had a wonderful experience and some other team members can come over and join us in the future.
Thanks.
Cheers, mate.